work like that. It's all a part of what's so Truth Team. It's your girl Mickey Truth, ST's #1 urban blogger and the queen of paperwork. So we got a few topics to get into for this evening, okay? And it's a few topics that kind of was going on last week, but either I covered it and didn't follow up on it, or I didn't really like say anything about it. I just posted about it. But nevertheless, let's get into it.
We have Mickey Truth.
Who is this? You got Mickey Truth kicked out.
Shout out Mickey.
Let's get one thing clear. This your girl, Mickey Truth.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know we have been talking about Lil Durk for years at this point, but this trial that's coming up has definitely been a highlight of the Durk atmosphere at this point, if that makes sense, right? Everybody loves to ask me, yo, is Durk coming home? Is Durk gonna beat the case? Is Durk? And I'm like, hell, I don't know. It don't look like it though. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? Now, recently, Durk and his co-defendants wanted to do severance. I already knew that was gonna be a no-go. Because at the end of the day, I tell y'all, storylines is real. I say it in content, and I say it when I talk about cases. It's all about the storyline. Can you make the story plausible to the jury? No matter if you're on the prosecution or the defense. That's what it's about. You can't take the alleged hitters out the story and then leave the money man. Nah, it don't work like that. It's all a part of the whole situation. I already knew that was going to get denied. So if you haven't heard, all the severance motions denied. Okay, now, my cousin actually asked me this yesterday. What evidence do they have on Durk? You got to understand, when you have co-defendants, it's not really per se about what evidence they have on you. It's what evidence they have as a whole that they can tie together to you type stuff, okay? We went over that with the OBlock case, and this is going to be nothing different, and I've been telling y'all that since October 2024. That's what's going to be going on, okay? So they may not have no direct communications about this, they got snitches, they got phones, they got bank statements, they got a story. However, he got a good enough defense team that could poke holes into it possibly. Now, is that enough? Okay, because I mean, we about to talk about Moonwalk, and we all know the only evidence they had on Moonwalk was a snitch getting on the stage. That's on stage. Well, they stage, but on the stand saying, I remember him when he was 12. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get into the update on the OBlock case. What's going on with Moonwalk and them? And y'all already know I always use Moonwalk as the center point of the content for OBlock because, hell, technically I went viral off of talking about Moonwalk. But nevertheless, all right, so y'all know the last time we talked about the OBlock case, they were waiting for sentencing. The sentencing dates got canceled because they wanted to argue their post-trial motions. They've been doing post-trial motions for 2 years at this point. 2 years, okay? Yeah. So you already know Moonwalk himself want the whole thing thrown out in a new trial and all that. So it has been determined that they will have a hearing in April, okay, to go over all the post-trial motions. At that point, then we'll probably get some dates for sentencing. Everybody's facing life in prison unless they can figure out a technicality where they can get the conviction overturned. I'm gonna be honest, at this point, it's too soon to even talk about if that's gonna happen. We need to see how these motions get granted or denied at this point. Okay, so that's what's going on with the OBlock case. Next on the docket, we're gonna have to go over to Music 101. I know that thumbnail is small, but we ain't gonna spend long on this topic because if y'all ever heard me talk about Duke the Jeweler, nah, not since 2022. This case, Duke the Jeweler case, okay, murder, was the reason why I learned quickly. At the end of the day, leave that type of stuff alone unless it's put out by the police, okay? Because you get sticky when you start talking about these what else and stuff, okay? So I definitely want y'all to go over and watch that video, and y'all let me know. I'm scared of it. I ain't gonna hold you. I did a whole 3-hour live on Duke the Jeweler murder. Y'all can't find it now because it's gone, okay? That's how scared I was covering it. It get deep. Now, even back in 2022, when it originally happened, they said Boosie had something to do with it. That was the rumor. They said mob ties had something to do with all that, okay? Just a quick little synopsis on what happened, okay? Duke the jeweler basically got killed outside of the stadium or the building where Boosie concert was held while Boosie was in the garage type thing. So that's where it all stemmed from. And Duke the jeweler was with Boosie and J Prince Jr. and others at a dice game during his time in Houston. So it is. If you like a good conspiracy, definitely go tune in. Mickey Truth ain't, y'all see, I ain't even reacting to no clips. I ain't fooling with that case. Ain't nobody got, for one, ain't nobody a suspect per the law. Ain't nobody, yeah, I don't, y'all go holler at Music 101 on that. All right. Next, y'all know I always get some heat every time. Every time people be like, why is you talking about Blacc Zacc case, this and that? I talk about everybody's cases. If you a big enough name and you catch a case, I'm gonna talk about your case. But nevertheless, this ain't gonna be too long because I did recently do a video on the Blacc Zacc case as a whole. And I want to clarify something because I now know, okay, the guy, Terry, who was arrested, is indeed the bodyguard from the original, indictment that was mentioned, okay? He has been released. I don't know. Is he actually released? He got, let me reword it. He got granted bond, $75,000 bond. He had like 20-something people sending letters saying how good of a person he is, security-wise, personal-wise, all that. And to be honest, I think he's like on probably the bottom of the allegation list, to be real, So that's that. We're not gonna spend too much time on it. Next hearing, I'll let y'all know what happens. But as of right now, that's the only update I got on that. Now let's talk Fredo Bang. Y'all know, let me tell y'all something. If y'all new to me, then let me, because Fredo is a fine specimen. But that's the homie though. But I can't help but say he's a fine specimen, okay? But nevertheless, okay. Fredo Bang, for one, Fredo Bang called me ma'am back in 2022 or 2023 when I first talked to him. And I just was so wounded. I was like, ma'am, no, ma'am. Okay, thank you, sir. Whatever. So the other day, okay, when Neat went viral for being in the car with NBA Youngboy, and then remember I did the video and I told you I was waiting for Fredo to say something, but he was dragging his feet that day, and I had to get it while it was going. So boom, he finally responded, and I posted all about it on my Instagram, but we're not even gonna rehash that. What I want to talk about is a video or a reel I did talking about, matter of fact, let me just get to the reel. Watch this.
Neat, know she wrong, man. Why you airing her business out like that? Over there on Twitter telling people my guy Fredo, man, like toys. She ain't say what kind of toys, but nevertheless, y'all gotta stop doing it. Hey, you posted up with NBA Youngboy. You know the internet was gonna go crazy with that, okay? Then you posted that he flew you out. Well, we assuming he flew you out because how you posted it. So at the end of the day, like, of course, Fredo, I mean, that's his out. Even though Fredo said he ain't got no out, we know that's your out, or was your out, whatever. Of course, he gonna downplay what y'all was on. You already knew that. Like, okay, now he ain't call you out your name, none of that. But, bruh, to say, like, because now we want to know what kind of toys. I mean, you done put business now. You might well finish it. I might go refresh Twitter. Because, like, what kind of toys he like? And what he like them? And what he do with them? Like, now we need to know. Just, ladies, y'all stop getting off. And fellas, because some fellas do that, too. Don't air the business when stuff like this happens.
Okay, don't air the business. If that man like toys, let him like toys. We don't want to know that, but now we kind of want to know that. Because I ain't going to hold you. It's always the gangster niggas that be into weird shit. Not you, Fredo. Maybe, but I don't know. That's normally how I go, though. But anyway, so if you look here, Fredo Bang actually responded to it, okay? And he was like, she wasn't talking about no damn toys, LOL. I had to hit up my boy, though. I was like, I said, little bro, listen, she definitely was talking about toys. Do you not see the eggplant emoji? Like, she ain't talking about no women. She's definitely talking about toys. And he was like, hold on now. Let me go review this again because I ain't never used no toys. What up? I was like, well, you better go check that. I ain't followed up with him, but I ain't heard nothing else about it. Fredo had dropped some music. See, that's one. Let me tell you, shout out to Fredo Bang. Fredo Bang know how to utilize the situation. Okay. He go viral. He gonna do his little reel and he gonna drop a song. That's how you do it. But nevertheless, Fredo Bang directly told me he ain't never used no toys, okay, with her or nobody else. That's what he said. I'm just here to tell y'all, get a blog about it. Hey, I got to go because this is a beautiful day outside. I'm tired of these lights in my face. I'm trying to get some sunlight. So like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'll pull up on your girl, Mickey Truth. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on all social media, especially Facebook at Mickey Taylor and Mickey Truth. I'm out.
Holla.
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like
I'm trying to conquer the world, coming from where I come from. Hey, this your girl, Mickey Truth, #1 blogger in South Carolina. #1 blogger in South Carolina. Come join the Truth Team on Patreon. All documents that I use for my content is available to the members. So y'all come tap in with the Truth Team on Patreon. Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast. Come join the Truth Team on Patreon. All documents that I use for my content is available to the members. So y'all come tap in with the Truth Team on Patreon. What's up, Truth Team? I am here, okay? About to get a touch of love. Yes, I'm at Touch of Love Massage Shop, okay? Now listen, I've been getting my massages through Touch of Love for years, even before it was a shop to come to. But let me show you around, and then I got to get ready because I'm feeling a little tense. And let me tell you, if you work in like call centers, streamers, YouTubers, sitting at that desk all the time, you definitely need to be tapping in to get your massage. So let's take a tour. So it was located in a nice business building. The suite was set up real comfortably. It was like to the back, and the candles was burning. The aromatherapy was definitely there. Okay, so I had to get undressed, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get all the way undressed. But anyway, like I said, being getting massages, Nakia is awesome at what she does, and let me tell y'all, them hands are blessed, okay? I got the full body massage, including, okay, the hot stones. And when I say that hour went so fast, I even went to sleep. And I always go to sleep during massage for some reason. But yeah, definitely needed that because y'all know I had a night ahead of me, okay?
Guys, I'm Nakia. I am the owner-operator of Touch of Love Massage Services. I always start with people. I start with the information of what massage is. So massage is the manipulation of muscles. Exercise is the manipulation of muscles. The only difference is we are manually using our hands to do those activities. So a lot of people look at massage as a luxury when really it's a health necessity. So I'm more on the medical side of things. So if you're experiencing any pain of any sort, muscles is 90% of pain. So I would recommend you to come and get a massage.
How can they follow you?
I do have my business page, Touch of Love Massage Services, on Instagram. I have Touch of Love Massage Services on Facebook. And if you want to set an appointment with me, you can look me up on Setmore. It's an app platform online where you can book appointments.
Hey, there you have it. And y'all, I feel like a new woman, but now it's time to party. So I'll catch y'all on the next one.